Me Do It, where Southern folks share their funny stories about things their Southern mama made them do. I'm Julia, and this is my friend Delane Yates from Mandeville, Louisiana. And y'all probably know Delane from the Southern Women videos. But what you don't know about Delane is she's also a Southern mama herself. She has 2 beautiful children. One is a daughter named
Emery June.
Perfect little double Southern name. And she also has a son named
Avon West.
Great double name. And another thing I love about Delane, y'all love this little tidbit, is that Delane's mama's name is
Delane.
Delane. How Southern is that? Okay?
As my mama always says, there's no conceit in our family.
Yeah, none at all. None at all. All right, so Delane, why don't you share with me your Mama Made Me Do It story?
Okay. Well, as y'all all know, a lot of Southern mamas think that their daughter is going to be a supermodel. Well, my mama was just the same. So she drove me all the way from New Orleans to Millie Lewis in South Carolina and left me there for the summer with my second cousin. Or was my third cousin, I don't know. It's my second cousin, I think. So I stayed with her all summer, and I went and I learned how to do the runway, and I learned how to do photo shoots, and I learned how to do makeup, nighttime makeup, daytime makeup. Oh, and I learned my season.
Oh, yeah.
It was a confusing one for me. It was either a blonde winter or a summer.
Yeah.
I think they finally decided I was a summer. I don't really remember.
Yeah,
now.
well, these are conundrums, y'all. You got to know your seasons.
Got to know your seasons.
It's an important thing.
They kept thinking, oh my gosh, you are going to be huge. You're going to be in New York. You're going to be a star, but you need to lose weight because, Mama, you are fat. I ran track. I was a cheerleader. I swam every day. I was about this big. Okay, let's get real. I was this big. Okay.
I love it.
So I was on this starvation diet that, I mean, literally, I just thought I was going to fall over every day. So I did this photo shoot and I hadn't eaten in like days. So you can tell on my face, I'm like,
Right. Hard for a Southern woman to starve.
I have a little story about that. The day of the photo shoot, I said, oh my gosh, I'm going to fall over if I don't get something to eat. So I just looked around, and next thing I know, I see this vending machine. It's like all the way down the hall, you know, and I'm thinking, gosh, if I could just sneak down there and get something, then no one will know.
No one will know.
So I sneaked down there, and I've got my face pressed up against the glass, and I was like, oh, if I could just have those peanut M&Ms, and I broke down, and I got them, and I snuck them in. Well, I'm sitting there waiting my turn to do my photo shoot, and I'm like sucking them down until they get to the peanuts, so not to make any noise, and also because I was trying to make them last as long as I could. And then as soon as I got to the peanuts, I could hear me crunch, crunch, crunch. All of a sudden, they were like, is that Delane Yates eating candy? Is she eating M&Ms? I was like, no. So anyway, I did get busted eating my M&Ms, but I didn't think it made much of a difference in my photo shoot.
Can I please see these photos?
I call this one Wannabe Rocker Meets Sports Illustrated.
Oh, y'all. Oh, check this out. Look at how fat Delane is. I mean, just a busted can of biscuits. She's just huge. And that hair, honey, that hair is jacked to Jesus.
They did tuck my thighs underneath me like this from the back, just to pull the fat back.
That's right.
Just to make me feel like I had fat so I'd stay on that diet. All right, so this one I call the brooding, preppy Ralph Lauren shot.
Oh, yes. This is definitely preppy. Check out this outfit, y'all. Oh, my goodness. Look at this skirt. And what I love is the bone stockings, bone hose with the bone shoes.
Oh, yeah. I had a bone jacket that went with it, too.
Oh, my goodness.
I did that on the runway.
The belted and the pensive look. Pensive. Yeah. Pensive. So was your mama disappointed that you didn't end up a big supermodel?
Well, actually, she wasn't that disappointed because I did end up moving to New York and doing my acting career. And then while I was studying to be an actress, I was going out for commercials and this and that, and I landed a spot in a magazine. So I actually did get my big modeling, my modeling in after all.
Mama's hard work paid off.
Mama's hard work paid off, and she was so proud.
Look at this, y'all. She's in Modern Bride. Modern Bride.
Right.
That's a good magazine to be in. Okay, are you the first thing? Look here, y'all. She is the fold out.
The fold out.
The fold out. Let's look again. Yeah. Let's really enjoy the prestige of the placement of the ad. Look at that. Look how beautiful you are. I love the way you're looking at him. See, you had to go to school to learn how to look at a good-looking man like that in a picture.
I learned a lot at Millie Lewis.
Look at that.
Yep. Yeah, that's a story for another time.
That's not a Mama Made Me Do It story. That's a Mama better not ever find out
That's
story.
right.
Well,
That's another day.
Well, I Thank you so much for sharing your story with me. I wanted to quickly share with you a story that one of our Facebook friends wrote into us. This is from Linda Lowe in Evans, Georgia. Hey, Linda. She said, when I was in the 6th grade, my daddy took me up to the school playground to play on the equipment. Well, of course, I fell off one of the overhead ladders and hit the sawdust below, bending my wrist back hard. When I got home, I was crying my eyes out, and so my parents decided we needed to go to the ER and have an x-ray. But before we could go, Mama had to make me take a bath and get me dressed, because heaven forbid we show up at the ER without being clean and having on clean underwear. She said because my left wrist was just useless, Mama had to do it all herself, and I can still hear her voice saying, "Good Lord, you got sawdust all in your panties." Her wrist was broken, but I smelled good and I had on clean drawers. I have to say, that story really tickled me because when I was a kid, I had a similar story, so all Southern mothers must think this, but I was racing bikes and fell and broke my arm in front of my house, and I remember going in the house and just squalling my eyes out, and Daddy says, "Lord, we got to get to the hospital, Mama said, "Just hold your horses here. We ain't going to the hospital like this." And she put me in that bathtub and she bathed me, she fixed my hair, she put lotion on my face, got me in the right outfit, all before we could go to the ER, because you wouldn't want anybody in the hospital talking about you bad. And that's a Southern mama. Appearances matter to Southern women.
True.
They do. Thank y'all so much for joining us. I really appreciate that you spent this time with us today. Please send me your favorite Mama Made Me Do It stories at southernwomen12@gmail.com, or you can private message me on our Facebook page, Southern Women Channel. Bye, y'all.
Toodaloo.